Welcome to the Robloxian Report, the only active podcast on the world's most popular free online experience. Today's date is March 8th, and I'm Awesam Des.
And I'm Decentraland.
It's episode 14. Let's dive in. Des, what have you been playing?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't really been playing Roblox much recently.
No, really?
Actually, for once in my life.
Really?
I was playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay, that's actually a fair defense. How is it as a game?
Amazing. I've already completed the main story.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
But the little amount of Roblox I did play was I just had some fun fighting my friends in Arsenal for a little bit.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you win?
Yes.
Nice job. What was the...
How did I win?
How well did...
I killed them all.
What round did you...
The women and the children, too.
What round did you play?
Legacy competitive?
Of course. No, of course you did. That's just all you do, isn't it?
Hey, I played a game of shotguns, pistols, and automatics on top of that.
Okay, fun. Whatever.
And randomizer.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I've kind of been jumping around a whole bunch. Now, that isn't much new for me, but I don't know. I've been bored with the games I've been playing, so I've been messing around, particularly in, like, the RPG section of Roblox. Oh. There's some good games out there. There's a new one called Arcane Odyssey that's in early access right now. It's kind of like a story-based single-player game. It's kind of interesting, and
a single-player game on Roblox?
Yeah. I'm just super early into the game. I've barely gotten off the tutorial island, but it's got like some magic elements which are kind of cool. It's got
Arcana is the practice of magic.
Yep. And it's got boats, which is, I think, pretty awesome as well. Boats.
Well, speaking of vehicles that aren't usually in games, you'll have to wait and see that later.
Oh, what do you mean?
Let's just say there may or may not be something interesting in game updates to come.
Oh, that will be interesting. Yeah, I've been jumping around. I found a new super realistic combat simulator. It's somewhat like Call of Duty in a small area called Frontlines. There was a Forbes article about it I saw the other day, and it's probably the most realistic game I've played on Roblox. Like, in terms of a first-person shooter, this takes the cake. I've just kind of jumped around with a couple of other games. I jumped into Plane Crazy, and finally finished Demonetized 5. My rocket model.
Nice.
It's super cool because it looks basic, but it has a bunch of engineering, and it's the first of the demonetized spacecraft to have 3 stages.
Interesting.
Yeah. So for me, this is huge. I really enjoy playing with it.
Neat.
Enjoyed playing with it.
What did you say the first time? I thought you said enjoyed.
I accidentally deleted it when trying to save it. Oh. So now I got to go through and try to rebuild it. So that's
always the worst when you forget to save something and you have to restart from scratch.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. I've also been just checking out a whole bunch of Twitch Roblox players. And for whatever reason, everyone is still playing Doors. And I don't know why. Like, I feel like it's a fun game, but I don't feel, at least to me, it presents the challenge that it just, you die, and yeah.
I mean, I'm not exactly one to comment on the subject.
But?
There is no but. I'm not one to comment on the subject. Fine. I just wanted to say something.
You're sometimes a really annoying host.
I know.
Alright, moving on to news. Since neither of us I feel like I haven't been super active on Roblox, but I feel like I've probably been playing a ton more than I realize. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to news. Pop artist RAYE had performed in iHeartLand on March 3rd and featured a special performance of her single Escapism. We're very sorry we didn't cover this. Yeah, it's just kind of...
It happened.
It happened, and the report and the announcement came out after we had released our episode, I think. So, yeah, not exactly something we could do. However, if you are a Robloxian reporter, I think we might start those up again. So join the Robloxian reporters to come up to date, to keep up to date on all your latest on all the latest
ads.
Moving on now. Actually, one more note. Personal opinion, but I think that iHeartLand has run more concerts in its last 6 months of existence than all the other companies and Roblox itself have combined in the last 16 years.
I'd imagine that's probably accurate.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on to Roblox news. Things usually start to, as you might know, things usually start to die down in the gaming industry during March. Anyway, moving on to Metaverse news. Just 6 months ago, the Metaverse was the tech industry's favorite word. Now the media is calling it, quote unquote, dead before it started. Zuck is taking a big step back and saying that the Metaverse is no longer Meta's main focus, ironically.
Meta is no longer metaversing?
Nope.
Really? Really?
Nope. Yeah.
Well, ain't that ironic?
But there was a couple that got married last week via the Metaverse. Shil Mona and Amruta Godbol of San Francisco won a wedding from Taco Bell on the platform Decentraland. It's an online web browser platform that's fairly popular from what I've read. After the bells rang and vows exchanged, the couple had a reception at Taco Bell's Pacifica Cantina. Not exactly how I would have my wedding, but I'm sure they loved it. Yeah, what do you... Des, what about you?
A meta wedding.
A meta wedding, yeah. Would you say this is...
The Wetaverse?
The Wetaverse. It reminds me of like...
The Maraverse.
It reminds me of Weta Workshops, for whatever reason, that when you first said it, but I love that as a name. That's hilarious. The Wetaverse.
The Wetaverse.
The Wetaverse, let's go.
We've entered We've entered the
Yeah.
We have entered the blah 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 blah. That's what we've entered, Sam. The blah 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 blah.
The blah 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 blah. I said that wrong. Yep.
You said that wrong? How do you mispronounce gibberish, Sam?
I did. Don't question it.
All right then.
Yeah. Des, just random quick thought. Would you have your wedding in the Metaverse?
No. Probably not.
Not just... Yeah. I mean, at least they know...
Because then I can't kiss the bride.
Yeah. That's a fair point. Alright. Again, it dies down during March.
Yeah. Not really much.
Nope.
All right. I guess it's time for game updates.
With Death.
With Des. That is me, I think.
Probably.
Islands has added a new farming tool, which was based on community input from last week's update. Could I have had hiccups while you were doing your part?
Are you okay?
I'll be fine, probably. Feather Family has added the pigeon and the dove. New birds. Squawk, squawk.
Burb.
Burb. Bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. And you just got the word. All right. And Car Dealership Tycoon has added the police update with, I think, either 4 or 5 new police cars. One of them being I think, limited Ferrari LaFerrari police car, which is kind of cool. And also, the main thing, a little bit more on the police dealership, including a lockable fence.
Ooh.
Moving mechanical gate.
Ooh.
Locked fence. which is really cool in my opinion.
I like that.
And even cooler, a brand new helicopter.
Helicopter
For $8 million. My bank account hates me, but my helicopter's license loves me.
Do you need a pilot's license, or is there?
Do you need a pilot's license to fly? Yes, Sam. You need a pilot's license to fly.
Is a helicopter's license a separate thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
They control differently.
Yeah.
At least that's what Airport Tycoon has taught me. Moving on to Code Per Sode. Didn't really have many game updates, if I'm gonna be honest.
Short episode again.
We got the speed run this time. We always give you like 30, 40-minute ones. We're accounting for those lost minutes here. Code Per Sode.
Just imagine how short it'll be after I edit it.
Oh, God. Our Code Per Sode is for Car Dealership Tycoon. You can use the code helicopter with a capital H for $75,000, which is fairly good.
Yeah.
If you get the helicopter code, you're almost there for a helicopter.
Just forgot one thing, Des. I'm gonna let you throw that in there.
If you'd like us to cover a game, you can leave a voice message on the anchor link below, or email us at the podcast at the Robloxian Report.
I guess that'd be a good time to say something. By the way, we have a new podcast email.
We do?
We do.
Right, we do. I have the memory good.
Yes, you do.
He is the remembers.
Yes, you do. You're very good at remembering, Des. We established that. We do have.
I do.
Anyway, we do have a new podcast email that is podcast@therobloxian.report. And along with that domain, therobloxian.report, be sure to be expecting a new website soon. Yeah, so kind of small, but
Short episode.
Short episode.
We got the speed run.
It happens every once in a while. That'll be all for this episode. For the Robloxian Report, I'm Awesam2399.
And I'm just Ructicon.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks. Have a good one.
And stay safe out there.
Man, I really screwed that up.